From Victoria to the Comox Valley, Arbutus RV Island Adventures brings you thrilling, breathtaking wonders of exploration all across Vancouver Island. Brought to you by Arbutus RV, online at arbutusrv.ca.
And this is it. This is what it goes down into.
It's bigger than your average gym bag, smaller than a hockey bag, and in a way, it represents freedom.
And you can throw it over your shoulder, you could hop on transit, you can put 2, 3, 4 of them in the back of your car. So now you're not limited to how much roof rack or how much trailer space you have. And the thing that was really exciting about them was how they handle. Like, they are so slick. I've never felt safer on the water than on a chili boat.
That's right, chili boats. Sherry and Brian James introduced these hot little numbers to Vancouver Island and essentially the rest of Canada in July of 2016.
It's very fresh to most people. There's a couple of people who have been in tropical locations, and the tropics always have something very cool. Obviously, the chili boats being originally from Brazil, it's not uncommon for these to be all down in the tropics in Kuwait and Dubai, and all these places have some chili boats, but they've sort of crossed over the equator and come into the northern hemisphere.
I love them. The minute I got on one of them, I was just, well, you're going to see. You're going to see. They're awesome.
You haven't fallen in yet.
Like most people, I was a bit hesitant at first. As Brian says, I seemed to think there was some Jaws-like shark creature waiting just below the surface. But like most people, it didn't take long for me to feel comfortable and safe.
Fun!
By the time I rounded the boathouse and pedaled out into the channel, I felt like a seasoned chili boat professional. They're inflatable, weigh only 47 pounds, and can travel up to 15 miles an hour, depending on your own personal torque. There's only one gear. It's easy to see why Sherry and Brian are passionate about these pontooned vessels. Sherry sees waves and heads straight for them. This is her backyard, literally. They live aboard the Rudder Nonsense, which is docked right next to the boathouse.
It's been interesting because we've had to downsize. So we started off living in, your conventional, I guess our square footage of our house was almost 2,500 square feet. Then we moved down to 600 and some square feet. Then we now are living, I think it's around 150 square feet.
About a half hour before the next guests show up, so I can update the website if you want to. I'd love a coffee.
And while some family and friends back in Muskoka, Ontario think the lives they've chosen to lead are based on a little bit of nonsense, they are happy with the freedom it gives them.
Water's nice and calm, so perfect day for chili boating.
Brian spent most of his career in broadcast radio, but the West Coast has been calling for years. He and Sherry started talking about making it happen about 4 or 5 years ago.
I have sort of a partial ambidextrous existence, so I have a left brain, right brain fight that's always going on, but overall I lead with gut and heart and intuition whenever I go into anything, because I find that 9 times out of 10 it does come out on the right end.
I feel like I'm where I should be. I feel very zen-like and at peace, and our lifestyle is very simple. I mean, it's funny though, because even though we have pared down and simplified, I can't believe the amount of stuff that all of us own.
Like many people who come to Nanaimo, they fell in love with the city and decided to stay and make a difference. Their boathouse and home to Van Island Rec is more than a home base. It's a symbol of their commitment to the community.
Well, we notice that people in Nanaimo are always sending people elsewhere. And it says, oh, you have to go to, you got to see the goats, you got to go to defeat, you got to, and we said, oh, no, here, what could we do here? And they said, oh, gee, I don't.
We thought, let's offer some recreational fun so people can actually stay in our beautiful harbor. Yes, we love Tofino. Yes, we love Victoria. We want to keep people here.
Because you're living the dream.
Van Island Rec is open year-round, Thursday through Sunday in the off-season, and always by appointment. They're located in their Florida tacky boathouse at 1040 Stewart Avenue. For Arbutus RV Island Adventure, I'm Kate Bergen.
From Victoria to the Comox Valley, Arbutus RV Island Adventures brings you thrilling, breathtaking wonders of exploration all across Vancouver Island. Brought to you by Arbutus RV, online at arbutusrv.ca.